Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how to ease dry mouth during perimenopause and also all the way through the post-menopause years. Now, suffering with the dry mouth is not an uncommon thing for women at this time of their lives. Not just a dry mouth, but they can also experience a rather sore mouth, and often they feel like their tongue is burning. So it can make life extremely uncomfortable. It's not something that you want to be going on for any length of time. So when your estrogen levels drop, it does actually reduce the moisture in the body, and your mouth is one of the places that can suffer. Dry eyes and vaginal dryness as well are also quite common things that women experience due to the reduction in bodily moisture. But today I'm going to be talking about problems with dry mouth. So if you've got a dry mouth, if it's sore, if your tongue's burning, it's going to make talking difficult, swallowing becomes more difficult, and also just eating in general. If your mouth isn't producing enough saliva, then breaking down your food when you're chewing it is going to be a lot harder. You can get self-conscious as well, because if you're talking to people and your mouth is dry, and obviously you're not going to want to hold long conversations, and that's a shame. You're going to feel self-conscious and you're going to keep wanting to lubricate your mouth, so it doesn't make chatting a lot of fun. Also, the drying out of your mouth can cause oral health problems, because a dry mouth will have an increased build-up of bacteria because the saliva is less, it's not there to keep that bacteria under control. So it can cause quite a few problems, none of which anybody wants to experience. There are quite a few things you can do to actually help ease the situation. As you can see, I've got the whiteboard again today. I've put some tips on here, so I do need to turn a little bit, bear with me. I've done them as do's and don'ts, so I'm not laying down the law. They're just, do this, it'll help, don't do that because it will make things worse. So in the do's then, so keep hydrated. If you are naturally producing less moisture in your body and less saliva in your mouth, then making sure that you've got really good hydration levels can make a big difference. So keep hydrated. Sip water during meals. Now obviously you don't want to fill yourself up with water, you want to enjoy your meal. But if you're finding chewing and swallowing it difficult, taking little sips of water here and there during your meal can make a big difference to whether you actually enjoy eating your meal or not. Nobody wants to struggle with their food. And use a gentle toothpaste. I'll put myself a little star there to remind me that use a gentle toothpaste, but you can actually buy toothpaste and mouthwashes that are specifically made for dry mouth to help ease dry mouth. So that's worth looking into. If you're suffering with dry mouth or sore burning tongue, then have a look and see what's available that's specifically designed to ease that problem. Now, sugar-free gum and sweets I've written there. So if you chew sugar-free gum or you suck the sugar-free sweets, it helps your mouth or encourages your mouth to produce more saliva. So they can actually help keep your mouth more lubricated. So therefore easing the dryness and the uncomfortable feeling, but make sure they're sugar-free, otherwise you'll put on lots of weight. And also speak to your doctor or your dentist. Dentist, obviously, they deal with oral health, not just putting fillings in your teeth or telling you off for not cleaning them properly. They deal with everything to do with your oral health. So have a word with them. They may well be able to recommend a really good mouthwash and toothpaste specifically designed for dry mouth. You may find you need to speak to your doctor, mainly if you are on regular medication. Some medications can have the side effect of drying out your mouth. So if you do take regular medication and you're not sure whether or not that's adding to the problem, speak to your doctor, get a little bit of advice there. May be possible to change your medication, it may not, but it is worth speaking to your doctor about that. So now we come on to the don'ts. That's why I've written them in red. So obviously don't dehydrate. As we said, keep hydrated. Don't dehydrate, because you really will just be adding to the problem and making things worse. So keep your hydration up. Toothpaste, I've put with hot mints or cinnamon. They're to be avoided. As I say, use a gentle toothpaste, but definitely avoid really hot mints and anything with cinnamon in. And also, when it comes to mouthwash, they definitely need to be alcohol free, because that's not going to do your dry mouth any favours at all. And sugary and acidic foods and drinks, so both sugary stuff and acidic stuff, whether it's food or drink, that will make the situation worse. It will dry your mouth out more, and if you've got burning tongue and your mouth is actually sore, the last thing you want is to put anything acidic in your mouth. So avoid those. And spicy and dry foods. Now, I love spicy foods, but spicy foods can cause a bit of a problem. They dry your mouth out. If it's already sore, it will aggravate the situation. And dry foods obviously are just going to be that bit harder to chew, even if you are having little sips of water. Bread quite often can be really drying, crackers and biscuits. I mean, if it's dry, it's really not going to help the situation for you at all. So it may be a case of cutting right down on them, or if you can, if you're really suffering with this, then cut them out altogether. And then, of course, it's always a biggie, isn't it? Don't overdo the caffeine or the alcohol. If you overindulge in caffeine drinks or in alcoholic beverages, unfortunately, that can also add to the problem as well. I mean, alcohol does dehydrate you, and also it can make your mouth quite sore. Caffeine as well can have adverse effects if you've got dry mouth or sore burning tongue. So there are just a few tips there. If you're unsure or you're really suffering, do speak to your doctor or dentist. Don't suffer in silence. They may be able to help you with something really simple, or even by following these tips here, you could find that things improve. So thank you for listening to me. If you'd like to know when I'm putting more videos on the channel, there's a notification bell below this video, and there's also a subscribe button there too. Thank you. Bye for now, and see you soon.